Hello y'all, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to discuss the $228 I received in cash flow selling cash secured puts on Palantir, as well as the decision-making process I use when evaluating a good option trade. My goal in this option account is to receive 1% of monthly income after I set aside money for taxes. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Mike. I am not an investment guru. I'm just an average guy sharing my investment journey on the internet. My end goal is to help the average person become an elite investor. If you're interested in any of that, go ahead and subscribe and press the bell notification. The first thing you want to do is you want to pick a stock you are interested and willing to hold. About 5 months ago, I was pretty regularly options investing. I happened to invest in a company called Palantir. I do have a pretty positive outlook on Palantir in the long run. If I had to pick a company I want to hold, I'd rather hold Tesla or Apple or Microsoft or companies like that. Those are the ones that I really want to stick with. Palantir, there's still a lot of uncertainty there for me to really 100% pull the trigger on, but it's the one that I'm kind of stuck with. So because I'm stuck with Palantir, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can bury myself out of this hole. You found a company you want to hold. Let's do a little bit of technical analysis. I used to not do technical analysis. I said, like, I'm calling myself out. I even said, you don't necessarily need to do technical analysis to make easy money. I take that back. If you are an attacking army and you have some sort of intel on the enemy's position, don't you want to know that intel? Same thing with technical analysis with the stock market. You want to know intel on the stock before you go in. I'm going to pull up the Palantir chart over here. So if you look at the overall chart here of Palantir, so I just want you guys to see that this is, so Palantir, it's $10.55. So this is the stock. So if I drew a line here, it is trending drastically down. I've been looking at Palantir at around this range. It's been hovering at this $12.50 resistance, or this support right here. Resistance would be this line right here. Support would be this line. And it's been bouncing on this moving average right here. So it's found a decent support until it broke it. I've set aside about $11,300 in taxes this year. What I want to do is I was going to deploy this money. I told myself I was going to set this money aside. Well, I'm going to decide and use it straight Wall Street bet style. I want to be smart about this because I cannot have this aside. So I'm selling a cash secured put. The share price is going to keep going down. It'll bounce right here and it'll come up. So that's option one. So that's going to happen. So let's see here. So this is the earnings calls here. So what can happen is the stock could trade next couple of days, and it could either trade down for a little bit or it's going to start trading up. But the earnings could really blast this off, and the cash secured put is great. It's not going to be assigned, or it's going to shoot down. There could be something on this earning call that people are upset about, and it can shoot down. So right here, I drew this box, and this is pretty much, this is the zone that I want to be in. So this is the 750 mark. So I sold 15 cash secured puts at the 750 mark. So right down here is exactly where I'm selling it. So what my thought process is it has to break through this support to get to that 750. So by the time it breaks through that support and gets to here, I would be okay with getting the shares assigned. If the share price has dropped to 750, I think $7.50 would be a fair value to get these stocks, because you'll have a solid drop. And then what I'll do if I do get assigned is I will go ahead and sell that covered call right after. I think with a positive earnings outlook on May 9th, I think it's going to go up. And what I may do is I may roll those calls, and I may just keep rolling them as the stock price goes up, because at this point, if you look at the overall stock price, we are pretty darn close to the bottom. Like, I don't know how much further you can go down. So there's not too much more room to go down. I mean, can it? Yes, but I think it'll recover, especially with positive financial news. There's a much higher chance it'll go up. So what you do with the technical analysis, you want to create some like support and resistance line. We have the 750. You have a good support line here at the 1040, which is what it's been trading at now. So if I drew a line right here, the support will be there. So it actually will probably bounce up this way. I was looking around this time, and you see this arrow here is when I purchased it. So I purchased it today. I'm all about transparency. So if you guys have any questions about anything, just shoot your shot and I will let you know. So this is it right here. Palantir, the 7.5 put. This is my position, and my expiration date is on 6/10. I'm selling 15 contracts, and I sold it today on 5/3, and I got a credit for about 20 cents a share, which is about $20 a contract. And if you multiply that by 15, you get $300. Now, with that $300, I already set this money aside for taxes. So if you look over here at my Google spreadsheet, so I received $300 in option premium. I set aside a 24% for taxes because that's going to be the tax rate I will be in this year. I set aside $72 and I have $228 to reinvest, buy more stock, do whatever I want with it. What my plan with this money is to build a massive cash position from my options investing account, like either buy covered calls, buy leap options to do poor man covered calls. Ideally, I like to stick with covered calls and cash secured puts. I'm willing to learn other strategies that can help me optimize my game. Let's talk a little bit more about this spreadsheet. So over here, if you look at this beginning portion, I have the collateral / price paid / price sold. So pretty much I have about $11,250 worth of collateral on the Palantir. If I bought this back, I would have this section filled out, but I haven't bought it back. Usually your best time, you want to do options about 30 to 45 days out, and within 2 to 3 weeks before the expiration date, you should be able to roll them so you can get your money back, get that extrinsic value, and then roll it to get some more money. That is what my plan is with this, and we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm revitalized in the option game, and we'll see where we go. So got today, sold put 6/10/2022, 750, 15 contracts. This is price per share. If I bought a call, so I have 2 calls that I bought that are just tanking that I got last year that I'm not going to really discuss right now, but that's where that section would be. Total received at sale. So this is how much we got for selling it. Again, if we had to buy some of it back, we would subtract the price we bought from this number as well as the taxes from this number, and that's what our gain. But right now, since we didn't buy it back, we are okay. Sale from stock. So if we get this for $7.50 and sell for $10, it's $2.50 a share that we are getting in stock gains. I also want to account for that. And then, this is how much money I'm setting aside for taxes. This is how much money I get to spend and reinvest. But carry on. So then if you look at gain after taxes, so what I do to calculate this number is after your $300, you subtract your 24% tax rate. You have $228. You take this number, divide by your collateral, which is this number, and that gives us a nice 2% gain per month. And my goal is to do monthly covered calls and cash secured puts. So if I am getting 2% a month, that is pretty solid. My goal is 1%. I want to start off small. I don't want to be overextending myself. My goal is just like, let's be conservative. Let's get the 1%. If I can get more, great. If not, let's just focus on the 1%. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is all. If you like what you see, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel with the bell notification. And y'all have a good one.